Imagine holding onto a rope tied to a wild horse. The tighter you grip, the more painful it becomes as the horse struggles to break free. Now, let me ask you, are you holding on too tightly to something in your life? Is it a relationship, a goal, or even an idea of who you think you should be? Today, we're diving into a profound teaching from Buddhism, letting go. Not just in words but in practice. Welcome to Wisdom in Buddhism, where we explore timeless teachings, and how they resonate in our modern lives. In this video, we'll uncover what it truly means to let go, why it's so challenging, and how this practice can transform your life. Let's begin by breaking some common misconceptions. The misconception of letting go. Many people think letting go means discarding the things they love or enjoy. They imagine a life of renunciation where they must give up everything to find peace. But let's pause here. Did the Buddha ever teach us to abandon the world entirely? Not quite. Instead, he offered a deeper insight. It's not the objects or people we must let go of but our attachment to them. Here's where it gets interesting. Attachment isn't about the physical object itself. It's about our mental and emotional clinging, the belief that we cannot be happy without certain things or people. As the Buddha said, the pretty things remain just as they are in the world. But the wise remove the desire for them. Why letting go feels impossible. Imagine this: you're at a magic show. The magician performs an incredible trick, and the crowd is awestruck. But what if you knew the secret behind the illusion? Would it still captivate you the same way? Life is much like this magic show. We're entranced by the illusion of permanence, believing that the people, experiences, and things we cherish will stay forever. This illusion binds us, causing suffering when the inevitable change occurs. The Buddha's teachings on impermanence, or anicca, remind us that everything in life is transient. From the seasons to our emotions, nothing remains the same. Understanding this truth is the first step in learning to let go. One of the greatest misconceptions about attachment is believing that it's caused by external objects. For instance, you might think, if I didn't have this job, this car, or this relationship, I wouldn't be attached. But attachment is not about the object, it's about the mind's craving. Imagine holding a rope tightly tied to a cow. The tighter you grip, the more pain you feel when the cow pulls away. Now ask yourself, is it the cow causing the pain, or is it your unwillingness to release the rope? The Buddha taught that our suffering doesn't come from external objects but from our clinging and desire for them to be permanent. The reality of impermanence. Consider a simple analogy: a sand castle by the beach. You spend hours building it, shaping it meticulously. But as the tide rises, the waves wash it away. Do you curse the ocean for doing what it naturally does? Or do you accept that the beauty of the sandcastle was in its impermanence? Understanding impermanence allows us to appreciate life's fleeting moments without clinging to them. It's not about rejecting joy but embracing it without fear of loss. Let's move from theory to practice. How can we train our minds to let go? Here are some actionable steps. 1. Meditation on impermanence. Reflect deeply on the transient nature of everything around you. Sit in a quiet place and visualize your experiences, relationships, and possessions as a flowing river. Picture how the water moves, never static, always changing. Each drop represents a moment, passing by and never returning. This exercise not only calms your mind but also gradually dissolves the illusion of permanence. You might feel sadness at first, but over time, this meditation will help you embrace change as a natural rhythm of life. 2. Gratitude for the present moment. Develop the habit of pausing and appreciating what you have right now. Take a moment to reflect. What are you grateful for in this very instant? Is it the sunlight streaming through your window, the sound of birds outside, or the warmth of your tea? Gratitude transforms fear of loss into celebration of presence. When you practice this regularly, you begin to shift your focus from clinging to anticipating and enjoying the unfolding beauty of life. 3. Mindful awareness. Mindfulness is the cornerstone of letting go. Throughout your day, take moments to observe your thoughts and feelings without attaching to them. For example, if you feel anxious about losing a relationship or possession, pause and ask, why am I holding on to this fear? Is it rooted in a belief that I cannot be happy without it? Acknowledge your emotions without judgment, and gently remind yourself of the impermanent nature of everything. This consistent practice helps you break free from the cycle of attachment and fear. 4. Generosity. Sharing what you have is a powerful way to loosen the grip of attachment. Start small. Donate items you no longer need or volunteer your time for a cause. Acts of giving remind us that true joy doesn't come from accumulating, but from connecting and contributing. Generosity creates space in your life and heart, replacing possessiveness with a sense of abundance and freedom. By practicing these steps consistently, you'll find that letting go is not a single act but an evolving journey toward inner peace and clarity. Let's explore 2 powerful examples of letting go and their profound lessons. 1. The story of the monk and the village. A young monk named Ananda struggled deeply with homesickness after joining the monastery. His heart yearned for the familiar sights, sounds, and comforts of his childhood village. Every day, he found himself distracted during meditation, his mind wandering back to memories of his past. Observing this, his teacher, an enlightened master, gently guided him to meditate on impermanence. Ananda was instructed to visualize his village as a painting on flowing water, the houses, the trees, the people, all dissolving and reappearing. Over time, he realized that his attachment wasn't to the village itself but to an image of the past that no longer existed. This clarity freed him from his longing, allowing him to embrace his monastic life with peace and presence. 2. A modern tale of loss and growth. Sarah, a successful entrepreneur, saw her thriving business crumble during an economic downturn. Her sense of self-worth, tightly entwined with her professional achievements, was shattered. Feeling lost and purposeless, Sarah sought solace in Buddhist teachings. Through consistent meditation and the practice of mindfulness, she began to see that her identity was not her company. It was a construct of her mind, shaped by societal expectations and personal ambition. By embracing impermanence, she found the courage to explore new paths. Sarah discovered a passion for mentoring young entrepreneurs, transforming her loss into an opportunity to give back and create meaningful connections. Expanding the perspective, these stories reveal the universal truth of letting go, whether it's a memory of the past or an identity built around success. Attachment binds us to illusions. By releasing these bonds, we don't lose ourselves, we find freedom to grow and thrive. What can we learn from these stories? First, attachment blinds us to life's beauty. By letting go, we gain clarity and freedom. Second, impermanence isn't something to fear. It's a gift that reminds us to cherish each moment. Lastly, letting go doesn't mean losing everything. It means finding peace within ourselves, independent of external circumstances. Life is like a river, constantly flowing. When we try to hold onto the water, it slips through our fingers. But if we let it flow, we can enjoy its beauty and rhythm. Letting go allows us to dance with life's changes rather than resist them. In this journey of letting go, remember, it's not about abandoning the world but about freeing your mind from clinging. Reflect on the transient nature of life, practice gratitude, and embrace each moment fully. Thank you for joining us on Wisdom in Buddhism. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. May you find peace and happiness on your journey. Namaste.